Mother Troopers, on the double! Fire!
What is up, my beautiful peeps, and welcome back to another video. I hope you are having a beautiful day. Today I'm going to be starting with a new series I kind of came up with after, watching other card games, looking at other card games. Saw something that was kind of missing, and I understand why it could be missing maybe in Star Wars Unlimited, since it's never been like this game that you would get into to like try to buy cards and sell them, make profit out of it, but try to bring a little bit of that into the game, in my mindset at least. So other collectors and other people feel kind of seen, because I do know there's a bunch of people that collects this game and just doesn't play it, or maybe collects it and doesn't competitively play it, because it's Star Wars. Who doesn't love Star Wars, right? But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to be starting kind of a new series. I'll try and be kind of consistent with it every other Monday, or every Monday at least. Try and post a market watch video, see what has gone up, what has gone down, what cards according to this weekend's PQs and say this past weekend's sector qualifier, what has gone up, what has gone down because of set cards that were used in these winning decks, and or set leaders that were used in these events. So yeah, I'm going to get started with the newest set in the game all this time, and what we're currently playing for in our PQs. Basically, yesterday, if any of you were watching, a sector qualifier happened where Lando Lake Country won. And Lando is this new leader that he was pretty expensive already, his showcase, but it kind of doubled overnight. With thanks to Team Eclipse, congrats to them, and them cracking this kind of Lake Country edition of this deck, rendition, I would say, not edition, because I guess. But yeah, he's still gonna be like if you ever did pull him, if you were thinking of buying it, I think he is always gonna be a really good investment, or a really good thing you could buy. Also, something else I'm gonna say, I am not the greatest person to follow advice on what to buy or what to just I'm just talking about what cards I've seen, what cards I would buy if I had the money, I guess, or what cards I see that have spiked insanely, but I understand why they spiked. But yeah, talking about Lando, really good leader, exhaust. He basically generates a credit token, which gives you basically a resource advantage in a way. But with this rendition of the deck with a country, it's basically an ability that you would never miss, since you're only playing yellow. And they were playing like 3 aggressive negotiations, I think, which was the only cards that they would maybe hit that could whiff their effect. But it's basically like a 90%, I think, or 90 something percent chance of you not missing. I don't know actually what's the percentage on it, but it's like a really high, so it's pretty good leader. It still has its flaws, but it was a pretty good counter to Boba and other leaders in that day. But it really has spiked overnight with 4. Let me refresh this. I've had this up for a little bit. But yeah, with 4 only listings, and say 2 of them that are verified. Yeah, I'd say he's become like a $400 leader, which is something that we haven't seen in a long time. I think not even back in the day with the Han Solos. And maybe Han Solo set 1, back in set 1, he was maybe like a $400 card. Boba was the other one that I would say he was already like say 500, 600. I think I've even saw him go to $800 card, but that was set 1 Boba, which he is banned in Premiere, and he has rotated out already, but he is still banned in the Premiere ban list or suspended list. But if you see here, he has already sold for $400. So not be surprised if this coming week market price will go up to like 400. But yeah, that goes for Lando. Let's move on to another leader that got well, didn't get top 4, but got top 8 this weekend, which for me was kind of a surprise. This being Chewbacca, the new Chewbacca leader, which I am quite fond of. I was having a little bit of fun with him. Not really. I was playing him yellow, then I changed to blue, and kind of didn't have fun. But my friend did have a lot of fun with it. He has gone up from like $150 leader in the past few weeks, showcase card, to like a $300 card, basically, because most recent sale, you see he has already sold for almost $300 and would probably sell for $300 pretty soon, with 4 listings, they all coming up to almost $300, basically, some going a little bit beyond, but they will probably sell. I see them selling. This is a pretty fun deck that a lot of people are playing. Really aggroed leader. So wouldn't be surprised if this could go up in the next couple of weeks, or in the next week or so. It really depends on PQs. But he did show that he was forced to be reckoned with. It's nothing to be played around. Oh yeah, he's a 5/6. People really get scared of seeing a 5/6 leader drop in turn 3, right? Yeah, turn 3. Or even if you're playing blue, you could just drop it on turn 2, which is kind of crazy, but it happens, and I have seen it. And if you don't have a way to get rid of it, he is really annoying to play against. Into some other cards. Where did I put the Liberty? There I go. Okay. Going into other cards, Liberty, a card that Lando himself uses, really has gone up a little bit. Here are the 3 versions of it: hyperspace, foil, hyperspaces. But yeah, you already see that the regular card has already almost sold out completely. There's only like $50 listings left to $70 listings. It's kind of crazy. But there's only like $50 listings already, and he was already like $40 last. Like, I remember I was selling a copy of him for around $35 last week. He has already gone up to like a $50 card easily after this past weekend. It's a card that Lando easily drops on you on his flip turn. Like, no matter what, it probably is getting dropped on you or other cards, depending on which colored Lando you're playing. Or other leaders like Ava Chris has seen a little bit of play recently, where she also drops this kind of stuff, since she, is a very late coming of leader. But yeah, basically, find it kind of crazy how overnight basically it has sold out, because I remember yesterday seeing like 12 of these listings. But it goes to show that people are really playing the game and are excited to see and to play with these new strategies that were shown in the event. Going into other cards, let me go into maybe the 4th line. Yeah, the Stranger, $30 card. Some of these have gone up, have gone down. I think Max Rebo has been the other one that has kind of gone up with these Aber Chris, kind of of surprises. People are starting to play it again, and even Lando a little bit. If you were playing Lando green, you could play him, and yeah, you would be like risking the your opponent getting a resource as well. But normally you play bigger stuff than your opponent, so your value would be a lot better than what your opponent's value would be. Yeah, basically it goes for Lawless Time. I had around here what boxes we're going for, if anybody's curious. This has been like the set in a while, at least. I don't know, I really don't remember last set, but I did remember it dropped to like $70 like after release, which is normal for Star Wars boxes, I would say, in these days. But it really has kept at a $92, $90, $100 selling price, which isn't bad. And if your locals are selling it for like $100, say $130, still isn't a bad buy. Crap, you could hit a Lando showcase, which would triple pay for your box. So yeah, it's pretty good prices, I say, for boxes. And yeah, it's something that most people buy a couple boxes then buy singles, but I say it's pretty worth it buying a box these days. It's not that bad. Secrets of Power, another set we've seen that has kind of gone up a little bit, not in say boxes, but at least in playability of cards. They have gone up a little bit and have shown that they could compete in this meta. And of course, after rotation, a bunch of cards we knew they were gonna go up, but they have really gone up. Say Sabe, Queen Shadow, she hasn't seen a bunch of tops since last set, but I think she won a PQ this like last weekend, not this past weekend. So yeah, she's still, it's a pretty good card. Still like kind of a force to be reckoned with. I was playing her yesterday in our locals, and I won with her. Still love that leader. If any of you remember seeing my live streams in preparing for my PQ back in Christmas time, then yeah. Other cards in this set, I would say Topple the Summit, if I could find it. I think it's still not like a $50 card, but yeah. Other showcase leaders, I was looking for oh crap, this is gonna be kind of awkward. I thought I had him. Oh yeah, there he goes. Colonel Yularen, which is kind of crazy. As you can see, he has gone up from being a $90-something showcase to being holy crap, to being a 250 easily leader, and has sold for 150. It's kind of crazy, I was seeing people selling him on Facebook, on the Facebook groups for around $100, and now he's going for basically 250. Only listings available, it's like 250 and above. Like, you cannot make this crap up. Yeah, if you didn't get your Colonel Yularen before today, then yeah, you're kind of gone, buddy. Still, if you have this leader and you want to play him, he is a really good leader. He basically action cheats his way into victory. Reminds me a lot of Leia Organa, if any of you were for Spark of Rebellion. Basically lets you attack with one unit, then attack with another unit that costs less than that unit. But already in turn 3, you would already be attacking with 2 units in one single action, which would help you have less actions as your opponent, and at the same time not allowing him to completely respond to your stuff. So it's pretty freaking good leader. I love him. I'm kind of building him. Kind of regret not buying the showcase, but we'll see if I get it in the future. Still haven't even tested him out, but I really do like the leader. My thing is aggression and aggro leaders, and he really fits that description really well. Moving on now to something else I wanted to speak a little bit on about Intro to Battle of Hoth. So if any of you have gotten into the game recently or have seen other stuff, there's this little set that Star Wars is kind of selling called Intro to Battle of Hoth, which basically has these cards that some people say they're kind of bad. Some people are saying they're good. It really depends on what your strategy is with this. But we have seen yesterday, Lake Country, Lando was playing this card called Watch This, which is basically like, I would say, a combination of Waylay or Beguile, I guess, and the old Outmaneuver card, which basically you pay 6 and it lets you bounce a card from your opponent's field, and anything else that was on that field gets tapped, which is, it's pretty good. Never thought of it, but it's kind of expensive sometimes. And when this effect would actually take effect, you already be already kind of dead or something, if it was like against an aggro stuff. But if it was against something that you needed that to survive another turn and maybe stabilize completely, then it helps you out a lot. But it basically went from, I think yesterday it didn't have any listings. It had like one. I was watching this at locals. But it went up from being like a $14 market price card to like a $30 card, 30 something. Yeah, and it has a bunch of listings, but it basically costs more to buy this playset of these cards that it will cost you to buy. Oh, that's not what I meant. To buy a box of these, which is this is supposed to retail for I think like $20, but it's already retailing for what that card is basically worth. So if you ever are going to buy that card, maybe consider buying 3 of these. Maybe if you find a sale or something on these. Still kind of crazy how a intro battle of Hoth card is already spiking in price this much. Reminds me of if anybody has I think this refreshed and added this. Oh, that's kind of funny. But yeah, if any of you have played Riftbound recently, you know that this kind of happened with their introductory thing as well. They were printing some cards that were already were only able to be used in only printed in that set. So people were kind of buying them like crazy, and price spiked a lot. So yeah, but again, moving on to more cards, Legends of the Force. And I'm not going to be talking much about Legends of the Force. There's not really that much to talk about here. It's usual Force cards, Force showcases. But one that in particular I would think would spike, and already has spiked a little bit, is Obi-Wan Kenobi. A lot of people had him on their fraud watch list, as everybody was hyped about this leader, and they were saying, this guy's a fraud, It's not really that good, but it did show this past weekend that, yeah, he is a force to be reckoned with and is something to be kept in mind when you're playing in a competitive event, obviously. He basically has a bunch of really good outs for some of these space decks and some other type of decks. He's basically like a really balanced leader deck that you play. Him giving XP to other cards and basically just Voltroning them himself, and being really ridiculous to have outs for as a space leader. And a space predominantly deck, you would play Solitary to yourself in ground. But yeah, it already has kind of shown its spike. It's already gone from a $160 to basically a $190 card, say $210 card. Maybe this probably will sell probably in a couple weeks, but it has shown. Obviously, this is not the Virgin's Temple version of the deck. It has been the 28 normal force base version of the deck, but it's a pretty good deck. Shout out to I don't remember the name of the guy that got second with us, but shout out to that guy. He played really good with this deck. I was watching some of the games, and yeah. And to round things off, I forgot to add a card in Lawless Time. I think he's the master of something. Master Codebreaker. The Master Codebreaker. Yeah, there he goes. This card, yeah, it's still like a 50-cent card, but it has spiked. Like, you'd see all the Hyperspace foil. Yesterday, this was like a 50-cent card, like a $1 card. And it already has spiked to a $7 card easily. Like, the only listing available, it has basically sold out, being bought out. And this will probably end up selling too. So, yeah, there's still like 30-something listings for the regular version of it. I already bought my playset for $1.50, but it has spiked to like $1.50. It probably spiked to over $1 for this rare. Pretty good card. It basically helps all a lot in that Lake Country Lando deck. It basically gets them a card for that aggressive negotiation type of off card they were playing, and you could play some of these less played Gambit cards that were played early on. Like, I think it's to 3 axes or 3 or something with axe. Basically bounces a card, and you could play it for like 1 cost. So I'd say it's a pretty good card. But yeah, I think with that I really could conclude my market watch for Monday. If you think I missed anything, I didn't look at the thing you were holding on to dear life for to sell, just let me know. I am really available to be criticized in the comments. What else do you like to see in these market watches? What else do you think I should be looking at? Other cards you're selling, you think are spiking? obviously I will try and keep up with the market and look at cards. Jesus. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you on the next video, and it has been Vinthork, and it's been real. Peace.